Life is like chess. If you don't see yourself as a winner, then you cannot perform as a winner. Good day, playmates. In this video, we are continuing our lesson, how to play Queen's Gambit declined. Well, it starts to with d4, d5, and then c4 and e6. Right? As soon as the black moves in e6, right here, in e6 here, and the Queen's Gambit declines. So he declines, black declines to, for example, capture this. So going back, we continue to play in knight c3. Black here has two options. So first, he can play in bishop b7 or knight f6, right? It is a good choice. Well, the bishop e7 is stops the bishop g5 right here. That's why there's a bishop e7 earlier, and there is a pinning the queen. So for example, that one, if there is no black there, so that's the pinning of the queen. So right here, that is our options. So now let's talk about knight f6. Just take the pawn. Example the one, just take the pawn. If you are white, c takes d5, and then e takes this e5 as our response, and then make a pin. Here, as what I've told you before, there is a pin to the queen. Okay, bishop d5 to the queen. So knight d7 to support the knight, right? So it looks like a black blunder here. The pawn, if you take the pawn in knight 2, knight takes d5, so it looks like blunder, because if the black capture the knight, the black queen will be loose, right? It looks like a blunder. So I will show you, and let's calculate deeper if it's really a blunder. So let's go back. So after knight takes after knight takes d5, and then knight takes d5, so obviously the white thinks that he win a queen, right? So after bishop takes d8, black here responds as bishop b4 check. Suddenly the king is trapped now. That's queen. That's why the queen is forced to cover at the queen d2, right? Because the queen has no the white king has no cover anymore. So the queen is forced to cover the queen. So again, this is bishop takes d2, and then the king also takes d2 as a response. Then there's a king d8 takes the king d8 as a bishop. Now black is winning a pieces, so it means it's not a blunder, right? So let's go back. So anyway, many beginners would try resolving the pressure in the center immediately by exchanging the pawns. Well, anyway, this is not a good idea for either um, side. Black doesn't want to take on c4, so for example that one. So black doesn't want that to c4 because there is a play for e4, and the center is creating the white is creating a perfect center, which we all know in our previous videos that if you are if you have what do you call this perfect pawn center, or even a center, but you have dominate the center of the board, then you have a chances of winning. So let's go back to the main line. So for example, that one and that one. Let's go back here and here. So for example, we search a position and simply develop the minor pieces. So for example, there is a knight f3 there, and then h the knight, and after the knight there's a pawn, and then cover it, and then after that to capture the knight, and then bishop, right, b takes a pawn. Well, in this position, black forces, so for example that one, no, this is b3, because if that is a capture, so the best move here is only e3. So, well, black forces white to commit with bishop on g5. Well, finally, um, the Queen's Gambit line is one of the best openings, especially if the one to takes the e4. If the player wants to don't play the a4 openings for one reason or another. This is all, and I think and I wish that you learned a lot about Queen's Gambit declined. And playmates, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, playmates.